Welcome to another video. I have a little bit of progress. I've only focused on 2 of my projects, so there's not a whole lot to talk about, but I'm pretty happy with the progress I have made in the last couple days. I got another bit done here. This is where I left off last week, and I just got past the 95th round. So I'm on round 95 for this. This is going to have a ruffle on the bottom. And eventually, when I get to the sleeves, then I'll know a little more about that, because I honestly didn't read that far ahead. I know you're supposed to, because that way you know what to expect. I am a surprise me kind of gal. It's like, we'll figure it out while we're on the journey. No need to worry. Plus, I am trying to do a lot of different techniques, so it doesn't matter what technique they throw at me. I'm going to attempt to learn that technique to finish the project. I'm going to work on learning that. If it takes me a little while, it takes me a little while. I have not recast on the ranunculus yet, but that is still in the works. It's still an idea. I still just haven't gotten around to looking at it and making sure. I'm gonna take these off. I just got done running not too long ago. I'm still overheated and my glasses were starting to fog up. So, in the sock that I have to fix for my granddaughter, I did get that tore back out, so I'm gonna restart this today, and hopefully by the next time I make a video, I will have that ready and available to show. I have made some progress on my candy sock. This is where I left off last week, or not last week, 2 days ago, when my last video. And I am just about to the toes. In fact, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 3 more repeats of the cable, and it'll be done. I counted the repeats on the other sock, so I know how much further. That way I knew how much further I had to go, and I didn't overshoot or undershoot, and then one sock is different than the other. Those are the 2 things that I've been working on. I could have gotten more done, but I've been trying to get out and run more and do more things, because it's not healthy to just sit inside in it all day. I need to do some more activity. So that's what we're doing. We're working on activity. And I don't know if I ever mentioned my scrunchie. I made that. It's cute. I made it a long time ago. I made a couple for me and a couple for the grandkids and my daughter. And of course, the oldest granddaughter held on to hers for dear life. She had it for the longest time. I don't think she has it anymore. But last time I saw it, it was so dirty. That girl she's a bug catcher and a snake chaser. She does all the outdoor tomboy activities. She's darling. I love her. They all are, but she is just like me. I used to do those same things. She's over there with, my daughter was telling me she had her pockets full of toads, frogs, I don't know, whichever. And she was playing with them and stick them in her pocket for a minute and then play with them some more. And I was like, she's got to be careful she doesn't want to squash them. But she loves animals. She's caught birds, like fully capable of flying away birds. She's caught. She's just amazing. I feel like she'll probably go into some kind of like animal care industry, something like that. I think that would be, or even a biology situation where she's learning to improve life for some of those more extreme endangered animals and stuff. I feel like that's the kind of thing she's going to go for. The second one, she is more of a girly girl. She likes ballet. She likes pretty things. I made her a little cape for her birthday. Well, it's not cape. She calls it a cape. It was a shawl, but she calls it a cape. And she loves that thing. It was very colorful. She loves colorful. But she lost her hairband, her hair tie a long time ago. So I've got to get around to making a few more so I can give them some more. I still have a big ball of that yarn, so there's plenty to work with. That is pretty much all I have to talk about right now. But I will say, once this is done, I want to have this complete and off the needles by the next video, which is in 2 days. And I want to cast on my other prep school sock. What is it called? Find the Joy Socks by the Crazy Sock Lady. I like that pattern, and I can't wait to make the second sock. I just haven't had a chance to cast it on yet, but I figured at this point I'll wait until that one's off and then I'll just cast that one on. Then I have decided, much to my disdain, it's not happening right away. But he loves his socks, and I have so much of this left. I eventually, when I no longer feel anger towards it, will probably cast him on another pair of socks. I'm just going to do a different pattern. I think maybe the pattern had something to do with it too. I wasn't digging the pattern that much. I did at first. I liked it at first, but once it got to the heat, or to the cast off, that's where it really... Well, and the heel was funky too. I ended up doing a boomerang heel instead of whatever heel they called for. They just did, it was like a real skinny strip. Oh my god. Maybe for a kid's sock. I don't know. My husband's got big feet. I don't think that's working. So, eventually, when I'm no longer angry at the sock, I'm going to find another pattern and make him another pair of socks. My coffee just got done brewing. I'm ready for a cup of coffee. I did have a little bit of coffee. I drank some of my husband's this morning before he went to work. But I've been trying to hold my coffee until like later in the morning. Drink plenty of water first and then have some coffee, because I have a bad habit of just drinking coffee. Then I forget to drink water. I got a lot of bad habits. I'm working on it. So, let me get you a little, you can take a look at Jiraiya chewing on it. Jiraiya. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Got your bone? Yeah? I'll leave you alone. He's like, what do you want? Oh. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to, like, because I had some other cast on ideas, some other crochet ideas. I'm also going to take the time, like, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to pull up the video and I'm going to get that bucket hat going again, because I need to get as much of the kids' things done before I go home next time, because their birthdays are coming up. We're getting close. I'm cutting it kind of close. I might have to go shopping for some red yarn instead of wait until I go home to finish the sweater for my other grandson, because I really want to get that going again. And I wanted red yarn. I think that would pop the best. And so I really wanted red yarn for this. And it's not hard. I got Walmart. Maybe I'll just make a trip over there. Friday. I think my husband needs to take his truck for a drive anyway, so we might go on over there and do some shopping and get some stuff we need, and I'll pick up some yarn while we're over there. It's because when I'm making it out of Red Heart, so it's not like it's hard to find at Walmart. That's easy to find at Walmart, and they usually always have red. I've been asked before about red variegated yarn, and I'm like, I never really thought about red variegated yarn because I never really had any urge to use it. Like I never saw a pattern and was like, what would be great for that, red variegated. I typically look at the yarn and then decide what pattern I want to do based on what the yarn is. So I've never really encountered, somebody asked me about if I could find any, and I was like, I started searching all the online shops, and I don't find red variegated anywhere unless it's variegated with other things like the red, white, and blues and stuff like that. You can't just get a red variegated. And I found that kind of weird. It seems like red variegated would be something that was available because red's a pretty common color. A lot of people use red, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. But so that's on the plan. I'm going to get started on that bucket hat, get that as done as I can today before I lose interest, and then work on my sock and get that finished. So with that, I will let you go. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday, and I'll see you in the next one.